are good.
California grow, yeah. California grow. Me and the boys doing all we know. Yeah, there's nothing quite like this place that I call home. California grow, yeah. California grow.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Rough Notes and Casual Thoughts.
The radio version.
Is that right, Bob?
Yeah.
There we go. Bob, you were covering that radio version line really well the last few weeks.
I tried to remember.
John Cassidy here. Chuck Smith back in the studio. Thankfully, we've got him here. And Bob Hawaiian Fischetti, Magnum PI. Got the hat. Not a Tigers hat, but you got the Hawaiian shirt. Everything
that's right.
93Q right there. Yeah.
That's amazing. You remember that detail. He always wear the Detroit Tigers hat.
I'm a detail guy, Bob.
Yeah, apparently.
Obviously.
Was there a movie or a book, Blue Hawaii or something?
Oh, well, there's a song.
That was Elvis.
That was Elvis.
Okay.
Yeah. I saw him at Bel Air last night. He was in the
Elvis?
popcorn aisle. Yeah, I was checking out the different styles of popcorn. Oh, yeah, Elvis is always in Bel Air or Safeway or Albertsons, Lucky's. What else am
He
I
doesn't
missing?
shop Save Mart? That's my neighborhood.
I've not seen him in New Earth. I'm not sure that he's more of a health guy.
He liked to show
But
up
he's
to
looking
Burger
good.
King a lot.
Elvis is looking good.
Yeah, he's doing
What
the
did you
peanut
say,
butter
Kurt Baird, on the
banana
board?
sandwich.
He liked to go show up at Burger King a lot.
Okay.
So
Very
now
good.
that we've given
Well,
all
he
these
was the
places
king.
advertising,
He was the king.
The Whopper.
The Whopper. Yeah. Did he play? Do we know if he played bagpipes or? We know Kurt does.
Glenn Campbell did though.
Oh yeah, Glenn can do anything. Glenn was a scratch golfer. That guy was one of the most talented people ever. Anyway,
There was a great movie released recently, bunch of concert footage, Elvis Presley concert footage. It hadn't been shown before, and they
Wow.
cobbled it together, and it was, basically Elvis is telling his own story, and so it was actually, you know what? He's actually a pretty good musician. I found out.
oh no, the guy was talented beyond words. I mean, he was a freak. You just heard about the freakish stuff.
Yeah, but I never listened to any of his stuff.
Okay, well then I guess you didn't listen to any of his stuff. Where?
Well, he
heck
said his
There it is.
favorite thing was to get together with his band, and they would do gospel,
right.
Yeah.
and they would just
that's
sit and do
right.
gospel together, and
That's where he came from.
yeah.
Yeah. Not so much where he ended, but where he came from.
Well,
Yeah.
I was just impressed at how much he was, engaged with everybody that was involved in putting the music together.
Oh, yeah.
He was like a coach. Like
Oh, no, he was
let's all get
loved.
together. Let's do this right.
Unfortunately, some of the stuff they did to him to manage him wasn't real good, and he kind of ended up being controlled instead of being the controller. It's just a crazy world of music sometimes, and of stardom. Okay, so I woke up this morning and I saw this because I always watch the business channels to check on what's going on. And this is more of a national story than a local or regional story, but I think it's important to talk about this. Moderna, their stock opened, it doubled this morning. And of course, Moderna is kind of famous for having one of the COVID vaccines. Now that's become a major controversy.
Shouldn't be, but that's all right.
But well, no, I think it probably should be because a lot of people got shut down that were saying things that ended up being true.
No,
But-
I'm talking about the vaccine.
Yeah, no, I got it.
Okay.
Melanoma vaccine trial was an unmitigated success. I guess a 99% success, Bob. So they believe they have figured out the way to cellularly crush melanoma, and
Wow.
it doubled the stock price. That was announced early this morning. So I thought it was pretty darn exciting to see that. And
We're talking skin cancer.
we're talking skin cancer, which obviously that's.
Well, not everybody's going to automatically know what melanoma is. So.
But it killed my twin brother, and it's killed a lot of people, and
Yeah, no, it's serious.
it's bad stuff.
Yeah,
So-
I had skin cancer, but when they did the check on it, it wasn't melanoma. So there are skin cancers that don't all
get that stage.
get
right.
that stage. But that's the one that kills you. So
Right.
that is awesome that they found a way. I keep thinking, John, I keep thinking that as technology progresses, I had an operation that if my father, who died at 53 years old, that if that operation had been available in his lifetime, he would have lived. And we constantly are seeing technology, just medical advances are over the top. But this has got to make a lot of people happy.
This is based on at least what I heard this morning. I got to do some more research on it, but this is a next level breakthrough.
Wow.
For cancer, battling cancer. So anyway, we got Pinktober coming up. Megan's firing that up out at Hard Rock. Give Megan McCarthy a call out there if you want to be involved. And obviously the Givickeys do a phenomenal job with Pink October every year with their wonderful fundraisers that they do for help so many people. And Hard Rock's been at it now a few years as well with Pinktober, and it's a great event. So you don't want to miss that. But you can call Megan McCarthy out at the college, or out at the at Hard Rock. That's not necessarily a college. And Chuck, your written column this week. You talk about the Yuba County Water Agency, which was pretty awesome. Your
the column?
your rough notes and casual
Because
thoughts.
the agency's pretty awesome. I didn't know that.
And that would be the written version, because Chuck has recently retired as the editor of the Appeal Democrat, but he still writes for the Appeal. And every Saturday you have rough notes and casual thoughts. Talk about that column, because I don't think I think they're gaining more awareness of the Colgate Power Plant because of that issue of Bullard's Bar, of the power generation that is affected there. By the way, the fishing there this past year has been phenomenal at Bullard's Bar. But anyway, talk about the Yuba Water Agency and your column this week, because it was in Saturday's Rough Notes and Casual Thoughts in the Appeal Democrat newspaper. If you're not subscribing, subscribe. You can get it in print form or online. And our good friend Scott Anderson, the new editor, is doing a great job as well. So talk about the Yuba Water Agency. It's got a lot of history, too.
Well, the Water Agency recently announced that it had been working with more than a dozen local teachers on creating a curriculum from kindergarten through the 12th grade, science, history, all sorts of different topics, but using the Yuba River to explain how rivers work, how important rivers are to communities, water issues. And I just thought this was incredible, because the Yuba River, in my lifetime growing up, I've always been fascinated by it and its history. And so I was really excited when they announced that now, beginning with kindergarten and all the way through high school, students will be touching the Yuba River in many different ways. And so I went through some of the history of the river. One thing that most people don't realize is that more gold has been taken from the Yuba River than any river in America.
Correct.
In fact, maybe
Is there any left?
Oh, there is?
Yeah.
Because after this, we can all run down and do a little panning.
I've got my pen in the
Yeah.
truck, yes.
Exactly.
And in fact, for those who might be searching for another mascot name for the high school, maybe it's the Marysville Gold. Would be appropriate.
Oh,
By the way, I
okay.
wanted to point out that not 100% of people agree that the Indians is a name that should be maintained. I think you made that claim last week when you were talking
Oh, no,
about
I said
my call.
100% of the people I've talked to.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
You're not talking to everybody. Anyway, so getting back to the gold. Also, I mean, the river, has a name that's interesting, because Yuba County, Yuba River, Yuba
Yep.
County. Yuba County is on one side of the Feather River. On the other side is Yuba City. So two communities share the Yuba name. There was an argument about where the name came from.
The great grape debate. Yeah.
And there were John Sutter insisted that it was named after a tribe at the mouth of the Yuba River on the Yuba City side. In fact, there's a document when Yuba City. The first time Yuba City appeared in a legal document was a deed that had John Sutter's name, Sam Brannan, and two other gentlemen the first deed at Yuba City, where Sutter sold off part of his grant that he'd gotten from the Mexican government, and it's not Yuba City, it's Uba City.
Uba City, right?
Yeah, so it could be the Uba River, could be Uba County.
So where did the Thompson grape, the Yuba, because Yuba means grape, correct?
Uba in Spanish.
Uba in Spanish. So where did that?
Well, that was a claim by
Because there's a Highway 20 monument, right?
General Vallejo.
Vallejo, that's right.
Okay, he claimed that, and it was repeated in the Marysville Herald newspaper. And John Sutter wrote a letter to the editor at the Herald saying, no, he's wrong. And he pointed out the Spaniards never made it to the Yuba River. Sutter made it to the Yuba. Before that, Jedediah Smith in 1826, a series of trappers had made it to Marysville, and he claimed, and again, going back to Sutter's claim that this is named after this tribe, who knows how he heard out of the mouth of somebody the name of a tribe, even got to that point of asking the question.
Right.
But same with Jedediah Smith. He claimed that the Maidu here called what is now the Yuba River the Henneet River.
See, I'd never heard that.
Hen-Neet is how Smith put it in his diary, and the Feather River was known as the Yalu River. Now I really like that one.
Oh, so there's the Y. Spell that.
Yaloo was how Jedediah Smith.
So Yuba? We still don't know.
No. Sutter claims that the name of the river comes from the name of the tribe at the mouth of that river.
Yuba.
But on the what is now the Yuba City
side.
Yeah. Well, where did Yuba come from? Well, it was Yuba.
No, my point is that
was
Yuba,
and somebody added the Y.
Right, but Yuba, Sutter County ended up under John Sutter's.
I'm sorry. Actually, it was Ubu. Y-U-B-U.
Got it, Ubu. So why does Yuba County end up across the river?
Why you, John?
I got it. But why does Yuba County end up across the river from Sutter County if it opened at the mouth of? Why is Yuba County instead of?
Because they named the river.
Okay, I got that.
But yeah.
Okay.
Everyone referred to. I mean, not everyone.
But you said the Yuba tribe was at the mouth of the Sutter side, the Yuba City side, or the Yuba the Yuba County side.
So you know where 2nd Street is today?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty, protective over there on 2nd Street.
Yeah,
of different things. That was where there was a Maidu tribe there.
Okay, right.
It was built on high ground. I mean, because they'd lived here for 10,000 years.
Right, they
knew
figured it out.
The high ground, yeah. And so actually in 55,
yeah,
water didn't make it to 2nd Street.
That's right.
That's right. So the tribe was located there, and it actually.
You getting all this, Bob?
Finally, it took 5-6 years before the community decided that just like the homeless, they wanted to force them out.
Got it.
So the tribe.
I'm going to
was
put
there
in
for
a
long time.
request to change the name of Marysville to Gold City and Yuba City to City of Gold.
Oh, there you go.
And we'll just erase
so
all
what's
this.
the bridge between? What the bridge is called between them? The two
It's
gold
called-
bridges.
Well, it can't be the Golden Gate.
Oh,
because
good
that's
call. We already got a Golden
taken.
Gate bridge.
There was also
we could call it the Silver Bridge, right? It's because you got to get the bronze and silver bridges from Gold City to City of Gold.
when Marysville was named, there were a lot of people who wanted to call it Yubaville, but Yuba City, which came first, it was actually named.
Gosh, that would have been even more confusing. Yuba City and Yubaville.
Give me a smile, guys. There we go. I gotta let somebody know we're on the air. Anyway, yes, that's a lot of history.
Wake somebody up.
Okay, let's
We're on the
get
air.
a little more modern now, because Bob needs the education, and Kurt's over there falling asleep. When was Bullard's Bar finished?
Early 70s.
Early 70s. I was going to say late 60s, but early 70s.
Yeah.
Okay, because Orville was finished in the late 60s, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's part of the chain of So, you talked about the gold rush. Well, the gold rush, obviously, Grass Valley, Nevada City, was the headwater where so much of the gold was, found in the mine in the what's the famous mine in
Malakoff Diggins.
well, there's another one.
Oh, you're talking about one of the tunnel mines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, the gold pulled out of there is unbelievable. But then you have in your article you talk about the the gold fields.
Yeah, so nobody has any idea exactly how much gold was taken out in 1848, which was the easiest pickings with pocket
Correct.
knives and
Correct.
chisels and things like that. And then people came in 1849, had a
Funny
scoop.
how San Francisco kind of blew up during that period.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Yeah, a lot of money there.
Then the 49ers, they had to stoop down and use the hands in the sluice boxes. And then the corporations came in and started washing away entire mountainsides. So
Correct.
we got the hydraulic mining, but still don't know exactly how much gold was taken out then. But they do know that some 5 million ounces of gold has been taken out.
A lot of gold.
Was taken out in the 20th century from the hydraulic mining.
Well, we had the famous dredgers.
The floating dredgers, they
Right.
go down 120 feet.
Yeah.
I remember my mom telling me, don't go out there because if you drown out there, I'll never find your body.
That's right.
It'd be 120
There are big
feet.
fish.
So,
There
were
are
you talking
big-
about the
big
Empire
fish in those,
Mine?
big fish in
Up
those
in-
dredger ponds.
It's
I think
Empire Mine.
John was talking about the Empire
That's
Mine.
the
Empire
one that's a
Mine.
big tunnel. Yeah.
Monster
They still
amount
do
of gold.
tours there.
Oh, they do weddings. They do. It's a beautiful. No, it's a beautiful.
Yeah.
You
Well,
can
they
just-
they do live. What do they call it? Live history presentations. And in fact, it was the Bourne mine, the Empire Mine, the Bourne mine, and the Bourne's home up there is pretty impressive. Mr. Bourne married a young lady from the Ring of Kerry in Ireland, and the National House of Ireland was bought and upgraded and is the current National House of Ireland on the lakes of Killarney, and the money from the Bourne mine built that structure because that was where his wife was from. She wanted a summer place, and they ended up donating it to the government of Ireland some 70 years ago.
And they did nothing for Scotland.
Nothing for Scotland.
I'm just saying,
Thank
nothing
God.
for the
The
Scottish.
Scots, all they know about
we'll
is
take care of
bagpipes and
ourselves.
whiskey anyway.
the gold out of the Yuba, the American, and the Feather River, the gold out of the California rivers actually helped the North defeat the South
That's
in
correct.
the Civil War.
That's
I mean,
correct.
A very significant
That's correct.
source of revenue, and there were a lot of attempts at sinking ships, taking the gold, piracy, the South trying to
You mean
just different
money attracts crooks and pirates?
Well,
yeah, I would say so.
I'm just saying,
It
that
happens.
The South
Still-
was looking for resources.
It happens.
And the North had 'em.
Yep, it happens. So, Bob, anything else on the horizon? I did see there's a little bit of controversy over Sam Brannan Park. I guess they're going to add a whole bunch of
Yep.
security measures there, and they're going to
Yeah.
close it for a while.
But the pickleballers can continue to play.
Yeah, you'll be able to get in and
Well,
out
you
of
have
there.
to get a pass to get
Yeah.
in there,
Yeah,
I guess. But I mean, look,
They
I've
wanna know who
been
you are.
through that park a lot. I've been to Givikeys on the other side a lot.
Yeah.
There are issues there that need to get dealt with. Obviously, none of this stuff's any fun to deal with, but there are a lot of problems. from
I
a
just want
security
to
standpoint.
backtrack a little bit, and
Yeah.
that's I just had the privilege of doing a podcast with Dee Dee Cordell and
Willie Whittlesey,
Willie
the general
Whittleson.
manager, Yuba Water
Just
Agency.
great people. They just covered a lot of
So
ground.
where can people go see that interview?
They can see that on 93Q TV on YouTube, and then they had some other videos. Matter of fact, you're in one of the videos that they did about the flood, the river, the whole thing. So
the 86 flood.
yeah, so we popped up, including that actually 4 videos that are new on 93Q TV, so that people could have the history, why they're doing what they are, and then get to know where they're headed.
How
And
much
that
are the
was important.
residuals?
Huh?
Do I get any money?
Probably not. I'm not.
Hey, I've
getting
been trying
any.
to get money for my salad for a while.
Yeah.
And it ain't working either. Salads. Yeah. Anyway, here's the deal. So great articles. Chuck's column. You got to read Saturday's column of Rough Notes. You'll learn a lot about Yuba water and the water around this community. Also, Ray Bowden had a great article in the Appeal Democrat this past week. You can look that up. It features a front page picture of the 1997 flood. But we had the 86 flood, the 55 flood. But there's a lot of water history. Thank gosh, there have been a ton of money invested in our levee systems in the last 15 years here to really make this community safer. And but you want to learn about water. Dee Dee Cordell and Willie Whittlesey, obviously the spokespeople for the Yuba Water Agency. We saw them last week when they were here, and before you shot that podcast. And you
Yeah.
should really, if you have children and you have family members who don't really aren't aware of the whole water situation in the Yuba Sutter region, that is a great opportunity to learn a ton about what's going on currently at Bullard's Bar, the Colgate Power Plant, and just the history of water here, and some of the great things that have been done on the Yuba to help the fishery by the Yuba Water Agency with diversion canals and what have you, if that's what they're called. Some pretty great information to understand our water situation here.
One of the questions that came up that I thought was funny was, why is that called a penstock? So maybe you historians can find out where that name
Is there a
came
Mr.
from.
Penstock?
Yeah, I guess there must have been somebody.
Like
that they
Mr.
named
Gerrymander? Yeah.
Penstock. But,
Yeah. So,
but yeah, great. They are continuing to do things while they take care of that. But the one thing I thought was interesting was the reason they aren't jumping on it to repair it is because they want to know exactly what happened.
Oh, they have to.
They have to do the forensics, right? Once that's done, they've already got plans.
Oh, they're ready to go.
And so they're ready to
yeah,
go.
and Willie Whittlesey's a phenomenal general manager.
he's on it.
By the
Very
way, Bob,
bright
it is
guy.
top of the hour. Just wanted to point that out for
well,
you.
you're listening to 93.3 LPFM, Yuba City.
Okay, so this is the big topic for me right now.
Wait a minute.
Go ahead.
Who's sponsoring this mess?
Oh, that would be the Brick. Yes.
Thank you to the Brick. Great food.
Kim
outdoors
Mata,
area,
Rockstar.
inside.
Oh, yeah, perfect
Awesome,
now.
Awesome.
Outdoors, it's cooled down a little bit. Oh, yeah. Breakfast, lunch, phenomenal. Coffees, teas,
Yeah, they have a new
smoothies.
coffee deal. So
smoothies. All you can see, might even find a 93Q mug floating around or two in there. Right?
if people haven't taken them home,
Yes, well,
which I'm glad you guys got a free mug.
there you go.
Let people know.
There you
right?
go.
At least take a picture of it.
All right, I'm going to
Yeah,
take. There's four of us in the studio, and then the Linda Plummer rock star sitting out in the thing. I'm going to take a poll right now. Who wants to bring grizzly bears back to California? Raise your hand.
But I didn't know they left.
Where'd they go?
I think they eradicated them. They had some problems with them. So, Chuck, you want to bring them back, the Grizzlies?
Why not?
I'm just.
Only if you bring back Grizzly Adams. Got to have somebody to control the bears.
So, were you for bringing back the wolves too? Is that okay?
Why not?
Well, there's a lot of reasons why not.
Well, I know there's a lot of
It's
people
not
that
managed right. I mean, you can't have them killing cattle again. That's why they eradicated them the first time. They
Yeah.
got them out of here. So,
Yeah.
a lot of cattle farmers in California. I love grizzly bears, but I like them better in Glacier where they're not hurting anybody. Unless you're stupid enough to try to feed them, which there are. You can't teach stupid, right? But that question is being raised. That's another one with. There's having all sorts of problems up in Shasta County, Siskiyou County, Butte County with the wolves now. And I don't know about bringing grizzly bears back. That's a little. What about you, Bob? Are you for or against it?
I just quick story. My little brother had the opportunity to get invited to Kodiak Island, and those bears are something else, right? So
massive.
he goes out there and he's walking through there, and he looks down and he asks the guy, because you have to be accompanied. So he asked the guy. He said, "There's a bear tracks. Why aren't we following him?" He said, "The bear is hunting us." Right, and my little brother said, "We can leave now."
Yeah, oh, yeah.
It's like I'm done hunting.
Well, there's nothing more exciting than being fly fishing somewhere and you're walking up a stream and you walk over a nice warm patch of something that just
Yeah.
fell out of some hairy creature that you know is a bear scat thing, and it's still warm. That's a little unnerving. Yeah.
I
So
can.
I don't know that I'm pro animals being on my street, right? So I do believe in the incorporated areas. It's an
Kurt's
issue.
not hanging out on your street.
But there's also this side where, hunters love that opportunity, and they don't just kill them to be killing them. They actually eat them, and so it becomes part of the food chain. And so, I don't know in terms of, bring them back, purposely bring them back.
Well, they're on our flag.
Or do they just kind of show up? Yeah, the California, we have the
We
bear.
had 'em.
We should at least have a few bears
Maybe.
around.
Well,
for
then we
that.
got plenty of bears. I see them all the time. At
I have an
Shasta.
answer, by the way, to Bish's question about penstock.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Come on, Chuck.
Okay, it's an amazing
I
thing.
AI.
like that word. I like that word.
Yeah, recently I learned something about.
Chuck would have been a
like-
straight A student in
You could
college. You know
research
that,
on your
with
phone.
AI.
Yeah.
Yeah. So pen, word origin and history. It's a Google thing. Pen. is to fence in or hold back water.
There you go.
And stock is an old term for a wooden log, stern, or rigid channel. So there you go.
Okay.
Stock
There's your
is pretty
Penn
fine.
stock.
Wow. So it was the water
Hey,
channel.
Chuck
Yes.
would have,
Come
if
on.
Chuck didn't have to work through his educational years in high school and then at UC Davis with an Etch-a-Sketch, just think what he would have been able to do. Straight A's.
John, you get better as the day goes on.
Marysville Stampede, September 12th and 13th. You don't want to miss that.
Yep.
The Rosser Family
Yep.
special event out in Marysville every year. It's just incredible.
There's
Absolutely
another
incredible.
idea for Marysville logo name. The Marysville Stampede.
The Marysville
And they
Stampede.
also they have Tough Enough to Wear Pink, and they support the fight against breast
They
cancer.
do.
So
yes.
that's
In fact,
another
Tom Lininger,
organization
the
that does
attorney,
it.
he's the one that introduced that, created that whole pink cowboy shirt opportunity. So there's also a nice article. I'll throw it in there just because we're here on the new Hard Rock Sports Roundtable show every Wednesday today. 2:30 live here on 93Q, Saturdays at noon at Sacktown Sports 1140, and it's on YouTube. And I want to thank Jeff Larson for coming over last week and doing a nice story in the paper today. Are you going to remember how to operate it this year? We're getting older, so me pushing buttons for the 24-second clock, Jeff thought that was cute. But the one thing Jeff got wrong in the article, and I love Jeff because he never gets anything wrong until this article, is he made a comment about how we copied TNT, NBA on TV. That's a mistake. They copied us because we had an intern that ended up working at TNT, and she called me when they had just Kenny Smith and Ernie Johnson as the hosts, and she asked me, hey, do you think that the NBA show would be similar to yours if we had 4 hosts? It would be better? I said, of course it would. There you go. NBA on TV. The number one, bigger than Wide World of Sports, the number one watched show of all time on TV for sports is the NBA on
I find
TNT.
it interesting that
Was TNT, now ESPN.
that
Yeah.
your 4-man panel
Yeah.
has a former player,
Yep.
a radio guy,
Yep.
a TV guy,
Yep.
and then some other dude. Why is he here?
You have to have the other dude to keep the other 3 on track.
Well-
by the way, we also have other folks that filter. We have other NBA players that filter in over the
yeah,
years. Yes,
yeah,
Franklin and Festus. And we
I
have some
just
good-
couldn't resist that.
I got
John.
nice jabs. It's fair enough.
Could we maybe pull Kurt into the camera? I mean, like, figure out how
Well,
to do that?
we don't want people to turn the
4
show off.
If 4 is better than 3.
Well, we don't mind Kurt's voice. It's just if we put him in the camera shot, the show could go in some bad
No,
places.
I just sit here and look dumb, and that looks better off camera than on camera.
Well, you got the 30-year-old 93Q hat, the original. He's wearing.
Who knew that 4 was better than 3?
Yeah.
Oh my word. Anyway, thanks for the nice article. It's in the sports section. By the way, Jeff Larson does a great job. We got to get Jeff in for our football
Yeah,
update the next
yeah.
couple of weeks as local high school football kicks off, and he's doing stories on all the high school football programs in the region, and he does a phenomenal job. Speaking of sports, Bob, the Freebirds update. Give us the update.
So I just have to say this. They are on a 2-week break. Well, they're not on a break. They're out playing other teams. They've got 6 games left, which will be against the Oakland Ballers, I believe. And that's going to be coming up in
rivals.
September. September 3rd is 93Q night.
Whoa.
We actually have a night out there.
Gotta be there.
So come support 93Q. But they played the Roadsters, the top team, in the second half. Came in undefeated, and we beat them. So then they were down 1. They came back, and this last series, this 3-game series, we almost swept them.
Wow.
We won 2 of the 3.
That's great.
Just great pitching, great. I mean, kudos to everybody. And I will say this about the Roadsters. There's a reason why they're in the position they are. They are a phenomenal ball team.
Wow.
They really are. They play as a team. They were tough, and they're going to continue to
Love
be
it.
tough. So anyway,
So the games,
coming back
give the dates again. There are the final 6
the
games,
final
right?
6 games, I believe it starts on the 4th of September.
Okay.
Coming up, and there'll be a lot of great stuff. Say Love is doing our game's the 3rd. Say Love's doing the 4th.
Okay.
So there's different
Teams.
people you
Yep.
can support
Well,
that'll be having a
I talked to
night out
Lon
there.
Jaramillo last week at length. And
He's
they're
such a
very
great
happy
guy.
with the support they've gotten this year.
Oh,
Fans have been
man.
great. The record hasn't been where they'd like it to be, but
No.
baseball every year is different and is exciting. And sometimes you have to tip your hat to the opponents, and
They
that's
could
a tough,
be the Giants.
very tough. Good. No, you didn't have to bring the Giants.
I just said
That's
they could be the Giants.
I mean, Chuck,
We're
please.
gonna get a text from my wife.
Posey has until the end of 28.
Posey's got plenty of time, and our farm system now is 5th best in the majors. So that's what he wants. He wants a young core, much like he came
I
up
will
with.
say
Yeah.
I've got to. I was introduced to a lot of different players this year. Kind of like
most of whom won't be around much longer.
Freebird.
But
Yeah.
yes.
Well,
same
I
thing.
think that the deal is most people that have a team they love, they have players they love, and
Right.
and players move around, and that. To be honest, I think that's made it a little tough on fans. So when you
Agreed.
talk about Pioneer baseball, these kids are trying to make it.
the Pioneer League,
Yeah, Pioneer League.
MLB affiliated Pioneer
Yeah.
League that
So
Marysville's
when
part
we
of.
lose a player, like we lost a phenomenal pitcher, but he's with the Washington Nationals, and that's going to happen.
That's
so
what
you
you
get
want.
kind of attached to these players.
Right.
They're great players, and then the next year they may be gone. They
Right.
get picked up, and we're grateful for that.
Yep.
But
Yep,
it does make it hard to build a team, though.
it does. So a couple minutes left. Anything coming up this week in Yuba Sutter that you guys want to bring up?
Veteran stand down happening
big.
this weekend. The Browns Valley, I forget what they call it. It's the Mountain Fair, but they literally do.
Oh, that's a big deal.
Oh, they literally do logging competition.
everything.
They got a rib competition, a dessert
They
competition.
got great music.
Yeah,
that's
great
that's a
stuff.
phenomenal. The
I
Mountain
think
Fair.
I'm going to be up there. They saved a space for me. I'm trying to get free to do that.
You're not going to be doing anything weird with the lumber or anything. You're not going to try
You
to
know
lift
what?
those
If
logs.
I can get Kurt to go up there, I may throw an axe
Well,
or
Kurt
two.
might put a skirt on. He might put the kilt on, and you never know what could happen then. Wow.
They meant a parking space, and probably your car's going to get dirty.
I love it.
That's
It's,
probably true.
By the way, some great shows coming up at Hard Rock Live. Get online,
Yeah.
check them out. You got Earth, Wind, and Fire coming up next month, 2 nights in a row, 15th and 16th, I believe. You got Leonette and Friends coming up. Tyler Rich, November 7th, the event. You don't want to miss that. A lot of good information coming out on that the next couple of weeks. By the way, Tyler Rich, our California-grown theme song of this show, played Dublin, Ireland last night. Sold out, house just rocked it. He had a ball. Might have had a Jameson or two.
He might
Do
have.
you think he sang a song about whiskey or something?
Go
Whiskey
bad.
go bad. His whiskey's not going bad. It's going down the hatch. Yes. So congrats to Tyler. Joe Davini, his lead guitarist, was there with him. His wife Sabina, the actress, and they had a great time. And they're heading to Belfast. I think tomorrow night they play Belfast. They played in London the week before, and so doing a little Euro tour. I think he's playing Sweden before he comes home too. So, yeah, Tyler Rich worldwide.
Is that the first time he's done that?
No,
Going overseas?
He's played overseas many times.
Oh,
Yep.
because that's, I remember first time going overseas. I wasn't going over to play. I was in the military. So I was going over for fun. But I remember, because I was a kid, I always thought, I can always hitchhike to get home. Anywhere I can get home. Man, I'm going across the ocean. You look out there.
There's no
nothing
hitchhiking.
but
Yeah, no.
water. I don't care what direction you look. And this old bastard sergeant, I guess I must have got silent. And he said, "Son, is it your first time over the big pond?" I said, "Yeah." And he said, "Can't swim home from here." I thought the guy was reading my mind, right? I was like, "Nope, can't swim."
He's
home.
seen that look maybe a few times.
I bet he
Yeah.
had. I bet
Oh,
he
yeah.
had.
We're going to be in Venice, California this weekend, and then Las Vegas next weekend
Love it.
for Twisted Gypsy.
Oh, she playing Vegas too?
Yeah.
We're in Vegas.
The Orleans.
Oh yeah, I love the Orleans.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a great venue.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. It's a classic hotel, and they have a great venue there. It's very popular. So where's she playing in L.A.?
In Venice.
In Venice? Okay, cool. Yeah, that would be Danny.
Is New Orleans
best
down on
30.
that
Never been there.
old town?
Well, Twisted Gypsy is the number one Fleetwood Mac.
Ah,
What do you call them? Not
Tribute band.
Tribute
Yeah.
band. And Danny is the lead on that. When she's there doing the Stevie Nicks thing, it's just emotional. It's so good. Yes.
It's going to be fun.
That's my term, emotional for Twisted Gypsy. Yes. Fleetwood Mac music. You just How can you beat Fleetwood Mac, Fleetwood Mac Rumors, Fleetwood Mac Live,
Yeah, she
Mick
gets to-
Fleetwood, John McVie, Christine McVie, Stevie Nicks, a little bit of Lindsey Buckingham, a lot of Dave Mason for years. There you go.
So
There's
she
your-
gets to be Stevie Nicks without the drama,
She's really good.
the band drama. You know.
Danny's pretty darn good.
Yeah.
That's a good, really
Great
good
stuff.
sound. Okay, awesome. Well, Chuck, have a great trip to L.A. and Vegas. What happens in Vegas? Does it end up in Rough Notes and Casual Thoughts edition every Saturday?
Could be more than likely put on Facebook. Who knows?
Uh-oh.
No, we you know, yeah, we put little clips of Danny from
Oh
our
yeah.
shows.
I would like you in this week's edition of Rough Notes. I'd like you to capture where she's at with that, because that's a great story and she is so good and people would love to hear that. The whole Twisted Gypsy thing. So if you could throw a little in the Rough Notes and Casual Thoughts.
Here's the thing. So, all right.
We had Janice White on 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
So,
Thank you for that, by the way.
So yeah, Danny sings. Her mother, Linda, is the artistic.
She's a rock
person,
star.
right? Yeah. And then I'm the writer, right? Oh, well, did I mention that Danny's a singer, right? Did I mention that Danny's an artist?
Yeah,
Did I
she-
mention that Danny's a writer?
Yeah.
It kind of upsets me. I'm a little jealous about the writer. So do I want to write about Danny? I don't know, you know?
Have Danny write about Danny.
No, I want you to write about her. That way she won't get mad. Or, yeah.
She took everything.
Well, no, people need to hear that story again. She hasn't been around here a long time,
Yeah.
but she performs here every once in a while still. But
She's actually going to be performing in September at a chamber thing out at Hard Rock.
love it. Awesome. The big
And
stage again for her.
incidentally, Janice White called me yesterday.
Yes.
And because I told her I really want to do an extended podcast
Yes.
with her and her story. So she
Janice
called
White
me.
of J.J. White.
Yeah,
Fame.
and she's going to
Musical
come
fame.
do that. So be looking forward
Can't
to that.
wait.
She is fun.
Oh, and talented
She's
as
fun girl.
all
Oh, I'm
get
glad
out.
you enjoyed your conversation.
Oh,
Yeah,
I had
yeah.
a long talk with her that afternoon after the show.
Yeah.
She called. I mean,
Great
she's
gal.
she's the best. Janet, and what a talented guitar player. Oh my word! I told her you two need to jam. She'd love that.
Oh man, put me on the spot.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Did she tell you they picked up one of her songs for a movie?
Yes,
Yep.
yes. Oh yeah, she
Yeah.
went through that. Oh yeah. We're gonna try to get her some more stuff signed, sealed, and delivered. That's a song too, signed, sealed, delivered. I'm
Danny
yours.
sings that on the jazz album I was supposed to bring today.
I guess that's what we got next couple weeks. That's going to do it. This is I'm John Cassidy. That's Chuck Smith. That is Bob Fischetti. Everything
He's
93
pointing. He's
Tower
pointing. He's pointing
Media
at us for
Empire.
the-
And
on the
this
radio.
is
Can't
the Rough
see it.
Notes and Casual Thoughts.
The radio version.
And the written version is every Saturday in the Weekender of your Appeal Democrat newspaper. If you're not subscribing, please grab it. They've done a great job making some changes there. I think you're going to really like the paper and get ready to rock and roll with it. Get a subscription. Support the local newspaper. They cover all the local issues and sports so well, and they could use your support. So that's going to do it for this edition of Rough Notes and Casual Thoughts. I'm John Cassidy, Kurt Baird on the board. We will talk to you again next Wednesday, and we're going to start the show starting at 10 o'clock next Wednesday, 10 a.m. instead of 9:30. We're going to sleep in a little bit
Hey,
because some of us need
Jeff Larson, if you're listening, when are we drafting fantasy football?
Oh.
I got the invitation.
Oh.
Just let me know.
Oh, yeah, Jeff, because you'll want to grab some of that Chuck Smith cash. Yeah, cash. That's going to do it for this edition of Rough Notes and Casual Thoughts. Thanks for joining us today.
California grow. Yeah, yeah. California grow. Me and the boys doing all we know. Yeah, there's nothing quite like this place that I call home. California grow.